Alrighty, welcome back to the stream. Some kind of weird error popped up just now on my computer, but it's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just a slight issue with the little timer that shows up at the bottom of the screen. So, nope, don't do that. Alright. So, today is the last day of Demon Souls. Ideally. Also, I gotta turn that sound down quite loud. There we go. So, since last time, I leveled up very slightly. Basically, all I did is I leveled up twice. I put my strength up to 31, and then I put my strength up to 30 again, and I leveled back up to 31 just so I had just a little bit of leeway in case he grabs me again next time. So, the idea today is before I go fight what's-his-name, I'm going to really quickly just take a quick tour around the worlds and see what's changed for Pure White World Tendency. I have a guide here on my computer for that purpose. So, starting off. I already did the stuff in Alatria. Alatria, I picked up the items in the pit. I killed Executioner Meralda, who showed up. There's a claim that the red and blue dragons disappear. I already killed the red dragon, so that's not relevant, and the blue dragon is the blue dragon, so don't need to worry about that. Nothing at any of the other Archstones in Alatria, so we can ignore that. I already have the Dragon Bone Smasher, so apparently... Wait, really? So apparently the Dragon Bone Smasher is a weapon only available in Pure White World Tendency, and I guess I just had that. Alright, the other one is I have to go meet Server, the Wanderer, and I have to show him the Dragon Bone Smasher, which is easy enough, so let's go take care of that. Oh, cool. Ghost of Tsushima has updated. I don't even have that game, like... I mean, I don't... No, I guess I probably do have it installed. It had to be installed if it's updating. Okay, so apparently Server is, if you go over this way... Standing... There he is. Really? That didn't kill it? Lame. Hi. Now, before I go any further... Actually, let's talk to you first.
Oh, there you guys. You nearly frightened me to death, creeping up on me like that.
I didn't really creep up on you.
My name is Scurver. I seek treasures of the unknown. I'm impressed you've come this far. Were you guided by a sixth sense? Or just plain lucky? Either way, you're quite something. Shall we put your luck or skill to the test? Have you heard of the temple below?
May have.
It is a work of art, molded by the ancient burrowers to appease the bones of dragons. As a precaution, a broadsword which can crush the bones of drakes is stored in the temple. Truth told, it's the laughingstock of many a swordsmith. They say it's as blunt as a bludgeon. A dull blade, meant to slay a dragon. Curious, is it not? I would search for it myself, but I'm afraid I'd fare poorly against the demons. If you happen to come upon the sword, please, let me have a look at it. This place is incredible, eh? The bones of dragons, exuding awe. A dream come true.
Yeah, whatever you say, bud. Alright, so, Dragon Sword Smasher.
Oh, wonderful. The arts of swordsmanship applied in a perfectly useless manner. Look at that. Oh, don't mind me, thank you. It was a pleasure. Please take this as a small show of thanks. Take care of this one, will you? She's a stunner.
Pure Greystone. And that's it. That's all you get. Okay, so that's him. So, fastest way would probably be just keep going down until I hit Flame Lurker and then just head back. Next up, Tower Alatria. 3-1. Cells that are open, Lord Rydell if you go to 3-2. Oh, okay. Easy enough to do. So, head to Fool's Idol, Archstone first. And I remember, I think I go this way, right? You son of a bitch. Get back here. There we go. Okay, there's the Archstone. Latria. I want to go to Upper Latria. On top of the first tower where the first chain is released. Apparently you become able to access the top of the tower. I don't remember which one that is. I don't think it's this one. So I can probably ignore that. Yeah? Man, you guys kind of suck. Okay, where's the first tower gonna be? I guess it would have to be one of the ones I go this way for? Wait, no, it's gonna be the one I go this way for, isn't it? Because that's like the first one I get to. That's the one that actually leads me down to the lower level. That's where the Silent Chief awaits. Yeah, so just pop over here. Hi. I appreciate that they decided to fall down. Makes getting their items a lot easier. Alright, so gotta go up the stairs. Gotta hit the elevator, wherever that is. Oh, jeez, I forgot about you. Hi. Yeesh. Don't spook me like that. Okay. Yeah, bye. Loser. So now apparently I should be able to... Yeah, look at this. This area wasn't open before. So I can come over here. This area is new. Oh, thank God that wasn't anything. Prison of Hope, second floor, West Selkie. Molto bene. Okay, now, man, this place is so fucking cool. I love this zone. Alright, now I gotta wait for the elevator. I just missed it, didn't I? Alright, no worries. Okay, now to make sure I don't fall off this tower, which would be lovely. One thing this is, it's very precarious. Man, I love this zone so much. It's such a cool zone. Okay. So, this area is done with the World of Tendency events. Can head back to the Archstone and head back to the normal Alatria cell block. Okay, so second floor west. Half block but 3 is successful now. Pure light roll tendency required. Lord Rydell can be rescued. Reward is a Dull Rat's Rig. Okay, so I gotta head to second floor west and east. Gonna be honest, I don't really remember how to get there. It's probably here. Too late, buddy. There we go. Takes care of you nonsense, people. Fourth floor? Oh, geez, I need to go way down. Hey, hi.
I've known better days. I was once the wife of nobility. Telling us over and over. Well, I wish to stay here, but I need souls.
Alright, well, have fun with that, lady. That could have been better. Huh. Never got this. Bright water. Oh boy, a thing I don't use. Because it's for mana. Alright, there's a... There he is. So he's third floor? Yeah, okay, so I need to go a floor down. Why am I getting these updates? God, what's the way down from here again? It's not this. That's a death. Yeah, that's death. Honestly, this is mainly the reason I'm glad I did this area in one shot. Because this entire area is a huge pain to navigate. It's not the biggest, granted. It could have been way worse, but it's still a pain to navigate. I want to say this is back to where I was. Like, this is the Archstone's over here, right? I'm pretty sure the Archstone is, like, right here. Maybe not this one. Maybe it's the other one? Could have sworn this was the Archstone. Is this one? Yeah, there it is. Archstone. You ever think about how the Archstones are basically just bonfires? Like, again? They got these swords instead of coiled blades, but still. Yeah, I know, dude. Where are you, though? He's a floor below me, but I don't remember how to get down there. Okay, I think it's... Okay, I think I gotta go this way. And then... If I go this way, I might hit something that'll let me go down? No. Which is the way down? Okay, so what was it again? I come over this way to get some kind of key, which lets me open up passages over this way, I want to say. Wait, now I remember what it is. I'm working on it, dude. Calm down. Right, so you go this way. That lets you go into here and take this up. Which takes you to the 4th floor, which is very definitely not where I want to be. So then you go to the 4th floor. You go all the way to the end. Then you head through here, which takes you into this wing. Hi. Yeah, good luck with that one next time. There, now we're on the 2nd floor. Okay, half piece blocked by debris. 2nd floor west and east. Okay, I guess I need to do 2nd floor west first, because that's where Lord Rydell is. Oh, this is the Warden's Tunnel. Boom. Ah, crap! Get off of me! Fucking God, seriously! I just managed to figure out how to get there, too. Okay, let's go. I just wasn't being cautious enough and I got snagged by him. That's all that happened. Get wrecked. Alright, there we go. Down to here. Yeah, how you like me now, huh? Okay, where's my blood? There it is. Okay, so that's the Warden tunnels. Oh, hey, there he is. Hi. I'll get to you in a moment, buddy. There's an item over here. Items. Unknown hero soul. Unknown hero soul. And a Moonlight Stone shard. And that, boy, was that not worth it. A three-cornered hat. An empty cell. Hey, sage stuff. Cool. All right. Yeah, hold on. Jesus. There, doing better now, bud?
Why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. I have no use for it now. and thus begins my final, eternal rest.
Defense rises when HP. Oh, so it's a blue sapphire ring. Prison of Hope, second floor east is accessible after you free ride out and let him live. What does that mean? Do I have to exit and reload the game? Probably. Where's east? I think I have to reload the game. No, he's still there. Still hanging out. Wait, where'd he go? What? How did he... What? How... What? Wasn't he... What? How... What? Okay, hold on. Let me open up a map of the Tower Alatria here. Okay, there's Tower Alatria map. Okay. Okay, so I go back up the stairs, around... Okay. Oh, wait. What? Hold on. Second floor. That's where I am. So I go... down the stairs, around, and then up on the other side, and that takes me to second east. Okay, so if I'm reading this map right, I go this way. Take the stairs down. yeah, I forgot about you. Ah, there it is. Take this up. Yeah, I guess it just was never here. Okay. I just never came here. Or this was never open. I guess that door downstairs, or the door I came in through just now, isn't open. What? Oh, hi. Appears to be locked, so that's the... Locked? Alrighty then. There we go. Second floor cell key. And with that, I can access this cell, which has a renowned hero soul, a mercury stone chunk, rogue gear, renowned warrior soul. Man, that's grim. A mercury stone chunk. I want to say that's everything. Seems like it. Alright. Tower Alatria cleared. Ha! Alright, I'll just do this because it's faster than walking all the way back. Alright, first off, gotta go talk to the blacksmith.
I can forge weapons. You come back alive.
I was worried sick.
Alright, next up, there's an NPC in Shrine of Storms, looking for this.
We are indebted to you.
Oh, right. Take my useless junk. I don't need this. Also, I need a new Archstone thing.
I was worried sick. We are indebted to you.
Yeah, whatever. Yes. So the only thing that changes here, apparently, is there's an NPC that shows up looking for the sword I picked up that was already in Pure White World Tendency. Ah, that must be him over there.
Hey, you over there?
Yeah.
You seem to have your head about you. Come here. I have a proposal for you. Do not be afraid. You have much to gain.
Like your souls.
I am Satsuki. I seek a keepsake of my father. Have you seen the sword inscribed Makoto? I will offer you demon souls if you can help me find it. Bless your good now. Just... Yes, this luster. It's finally mine. But could this sword really be as deadly as they say? There is only one way to find out.
How could they betrayed me? Bye, bitch. Thanks for the sword, sucker. Okay, that takes care of that nonsense. Okay, so next up is gonna be Valley of Defilement. I already did the one in Sanctuary of the Lost, which is fighting the Ghost of Garl Vinland, which I did. I did the one in Valley in Depraved Chasms, which was that spear I picked up. And the next one is Leechmonger. Some villain will appear on a tiny island right after the first fog gate. Talk to her to start a side quest. Give the quest to Vinland to get Ring Devout Prayer. Drops the following you've killed. I think I know the one that they're talking about. I'm pretty sure I know exactly which island they're talking about. Because I was looking at it going, there's nothing there. What's up with that? So, time to do a little run. God, the sun's right in my eyes. Hold on. Let me see if I can... A little bit better. There's a... Okay, so I've got, like, those shades that you can close by, like, turning a thing and they, like, shift upwards. Except that the split where that rope comes down that helps them turn is right where my eyes are. So it's right... there's just a little teeny beam of sunlight getting right in my eyes. Okay. Okay. Now I get the fun experience of making this run again. Do I have my blessed spear on me? I don't. I also think I dumped my poison lotus, so I can't use that either. Oh, let's have fun with this, I guess. Ah, crap, that's not good. Later, suckers! There she is. How you doing?
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you not? I am Selen of the West. I seek my brother, Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Astraea on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father.
Why did you... God, this is a terrible place for you to come.
That crest. A Vinland heirloom meant for my younger brother. So... my brother and Astraea have both strayed from the path of God.
Sure, let's go with that.
The poor souls. Perhaps their hearts were too pure. Umbasa. Oh, traveling warrior. I hesitate to ask, but can you part with that crest? Garl has strayed from the path of righteousness, but I wish to have the heirloom in honor of our Vinland blood. I shall reward you in kind. Thank you, kind warrior. As Garl's sister, I express my deepest thanks for your honoring of his name. Please accept this as thanks. Perhaps you will have use for it, as he now does not. May you receive God's blessing. Umbasa.
Umbasa.
May you receive Umbasa.
Okay. So that takes care of, I believe... Oh, did I forget to pick up a new Nexus thing? Oh, that was stupid. Anyway, I believe that takes care of all the White World Tendency events. Yeah, not seeing anything else on this list. So, now I get to have the fun experience of first, escaping this zone. And second, killing the final boss. Okay, let's... Man, this area sucks. I wish I had something to get me back faster. Not that. Well, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna die soon regardless, so... Pretty sure this is the death zone. really is no way to get back here, huh? Okay. Yeah, there they are. Really? Nothing? At least I have a better view of this zone from here. God, this area sucks. I don't know how they keep getting away with making poison swamps. I really don't. The poison swamps are always the worst zones in their games, like, for multiple reasons, but I don't know how they keep getting away with doing this. Oh, there's items over there I never picked up. What is that? What is that? Right, I remember now. I avoided it last time because this looked like a very obvious trap. Oh, hi. Yeah, not much else I was doing there. That's fine. That zone sucks. Yeah, where's the archstone? There it is. Alright, got a couple small things to grab. And by small things, I mean one thing.
Again, I'm keeping a close watch. You have a heart of gold.
Alright. King's Tower, here we come. And I'll be back in a moment to start this off. Alright, let's see how we fare against King Alant once again. This time, hopefully without getting level drained. There we go. Okay, he's not coming. Good. Man, I really wish there was a better shortcut up to here. This walk is a little unnecessary. Like, specifically this tower. Excuse me, I'm just going to back up here real quick, if you don't mind. So I can fight you in not pitch blackness. There we go. Hey, sup, guy? How you doing? Alrighty. Killed what's-his-face over here. Apparataccio! Hey, sup? Again. Okay. Already, huh? Cool. Me too. Wow. Okay, so he's actually got a lot of health there, huh? Oh, right, let me... I forgot. I also got that... What was it? Opens Boletarian Royal Family Mausoleum. Which one's Archstone of the Small King? Old King Doran. Last tier demigod. Where is this? Old King Doran. Boltarn Palace, Mausoleum. Where's that? Where is that? Okay, it's where that red-eye knight is. Could have just said that. Could have literally said anything. Yeah, whatever. You guys have fun with that now. Yeah, whatever, guys. Whatever. You guys have fun with that. I'm just gonna keep going on my way here first. Yeah, that's where I wanted to be. Wow, you guys don't do any damage anymore, huh? Oh, you're not dead? Wow. I'm shocked, honestly.
Thou who seekest the king's sword, I am the old king. Show me thy strength and the power of thy souls. Prepare thyself, brave knight.
Okay. Oh my god, he's got a lot of health. $39. That's the only one I got, so I guess we're using this. You gonna keep backing up there, bud, or what? Well, that sword kind of sucks on a follow-up attack, huh? I think the other one was better. It also heals me, so that's a bonus. That's a better sword. It's definitely a better sword. I think he might be broken. Come on.
Well fought to have impressed one such as me, young knight. I am old King Doran, and thou hast proven thy strength to me. Step forth and take the king's sword in thy hand.
Alright. Demon Brent. Anything else? No? I can use it! White Blade made to be wielded against demons, held for generations by the Balatarian royal family. Paired with its counterpart, Soul Brent, to form Northern Regalia, the less demonic of the wielder, the more powerful this blade becomes. Hence, old King Alan's choice to wield Soul Brent instead. Nice. Okay. Very slow, huh? Basically the same moveset. Oh, yeah. $90 plus $189, $90 plus $33. It's actually very good. It actually is quite strong. Alright, well, let's try this out. Let's take a quick trip back down to the entrance, and let's try this out against King Alant. Ow! Wait, no, I need to go the other way. Well, it's not eating as much stamina, which is a good... Really? Ow, jeez. I didn't want to be there. I want to be down here. Wait. No, I want to be over here. There we go. It's not quite as overpowering as the Adjudicator's sword, but it does seem good. This seems like a decent weapon. It, at the very least, is much faster on the attack. There's not as much wide swing coming up. And it doesn't suck as much stamina either, so I can use this. I can definitely use this. We'll see how it does against some real enemies in a second. Doesn't kill them in one shot. We'll see. If it turns out poorly, I can just switch back to Meat Cleaver. Would you like to come down here instead? Yeesh. Hey, some new moon grass. Cool. Ready for it? See ya. My back. Blum, blum. Blum, blum. Blah, 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 blah. The bright side is, it seems like his Soul Drain is a fairly short-range attack, so I should be able to dodge it just by skipping back a couple steps each time. So it's not a huge worry, at least, if I do that. Oh, come on again! Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use the other one. The other one's better. Bleed. Is King Alant weak to bleed? Strong to bleed, immune to toxic, or immune to plague. Strong to poison. Huh. He's actually weak to pierce. Very weak to pierce. Jesus. Alright, you know what? Let's try that out. It's been a minute. Let's head back here for a second. Firstly,
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
You can take that. Where is it? There it is. No, I got an Archstone shard right there.
You have a heart of gold.
Alright, let's go to you. I'll use Meat Cleaver on my way up there. And then when I actually get to the fight, I'll switch over to, I'll switch over to the scraping spear and see how that does. Got to think about it, that bow was doing a lot of damage, wasn't it? Relatively. But it actually was hitting relatively hard. Yeah. I thought he was turned more around than he was. I thought he was facing more the other direction. There we go. Plonk. Get wrecked, idiot. And some new moon grass. Fancy. And some more full moon grass. Wait, how much full moon grass do I have on me if I already picked up all of it? Oh, it caps at 25. I see. I'll stick with the late moon grass for now, I think. All right. Let's see how we do here. It does have strength scaling, but not that much. Also, how much damage does it actually do? 100 plus 64 versus that. But theoretically, this should deal more damage than the other one was, even though I'm using this. So we'll see. We shall see. And regardless, it takes way less stamina to do that, so I could actually do 2 hits and then back up. Hey, what's up? Yeah, no. No. Okay, let me see one last thing. Harry King. Can't bury him. Sick. Alright, well, this is useless. Mid cleaver it is. Good old boy. Been with me since right after Flame Lurker. Let's take it all the way to the end. I gotta say, though, this world tendency thing, because just from looking at it, is not actually that impressive. It's basically just a dumb way to... It's basically just like a bad way to gate out how certain encounters are experienced. You're like, think about it, right? If you want to do an encounter... Let's say you want to meet... Let's say you want to meet Lord Ardell. You want to actually talk to him. You want to get the Dull Rat's ring. You want to get all those other items or whatever. Or you want to meet the guy who's down in the basement in Stonefang. You need that pure Greystone. You really need it for, you know, whatever you're upgrading. You're stuck if you died in body form. Which means that, like, it's very likely that people just never actually get through there. Like, they'll never see him because you have to know to die in the Nexus as opposed to in the world in body form. And then, like, it's not actually that great of a reward. And then there's pure Black World tendency, too, which has a whole set of other events, which you need to kill everybody on a map or die a lot in body form to get. It's weird. Also, let me just check on something here as well. Visible wall souls. Oh! What? Wait, okay. So, illusory walls are only in Shrine of Storms. Normally. But the one in Bolatari is new for the remake. Okay, behind it. Oh! Oh, it's that. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's it. So, what it is apparently is it's the new mode they added fractured mode, included a bunch of new items, and you trade those into the crows to get the key to open that door. That's what that was. So it's super duper optional and not something I care about because that would require me to go through the other game, the game again on another mode. I haven't even beaten the game once. But now I know, and now I can ignore that door safely. And just focus on trying to beat this boss, who is really giving me grief. Maybe if I had more luck. If I had more luck, I could use the blue blood sword. When I looked at the wiki for it, it said that it's the highest damage potential of any weapon in the game, so... It's the weapon of choice for people on higher New Game Plus cycles. Alright, here we go. Round, what is this, 3, 4? I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. Oh, come fucking on! Really? Really? I was on the edge of that. Come on. I wasn't even in the windstorm. Alright, now I gotta make my way back. It's really just a long, like... It's not very long, but it's long enough to be annoying. There's no shortcut, it's just a straight line of go here, fight these, like, 7 enemies, and then you're good. I wish there was a shortcut. The only shortcut is one that just skips the dragon. Which is a good skip, granted, but I preferred one that also lets me skip the tower. They very clearly had not gotten the shortcut part down. There's like, what? One good shortcut in the game, I think? Fuck you. God, I hate those guys. There we go, got some more full moon grass. You know, I should probably just start using this instead, considering I always pick up a couple on my way through here. I'll do that. Wait for it. I'm really shocked you can't parry King of Land. Like, I felt like that would have been the thing to do, right? He actually staggers. He's like one of the... Well, no, he's not the only boss that staggers, because all the other bosses do stagger to some degree. He feels like he's a Gwyn-type boss, where he basically follows the same rules as the players, as opposed to a lot of the other bosses who kind of do their own thing. With the exception of, the final boss, Alatria, which doesn't count. Because that's just a player. That is a wacky boss fight. That is a wacky, wacky boss fight. Alright, let's see what we got here. Huh. Thanks for not literally doing nothing I wanted right there. You know, I'd love to have attacked instead, but instead I decided to do that stupid push. God, this run sucks. It's nowhere near as bad as the ones for Valley of Defilement. But, for obvious reasons, but it still sucks. And those bosses were a joke as a result of the run. Like, seriously, those bosses are complete jokes. Ooh, New Moon, okay. Okay, now for you. More New Moon and... Oh, whatever. I'm fine. I'm fine with either one, really. And you know what? Let's try changing things around here. Really? Right in my way. Right in my way, dude. Seriously? Less than useless. I'll try blocking with this shield now. I doubt it'll be any good. The thing has probably no stability, but... Yeah, 50 guard break, 55 guard break. Man, this probably would be a lot easier if I just summoned somebody too, but whatever. Because I'm just well, no, not summoning is the way to go here. I just remember fighting Gwyn for the first time and bringing Solaire along for the ride. Really? Shit. Ow. The dragon's still going out there. It's still going. Again? Again? Really? Oh, come on! Man, I couldn't even get out of the way because he just stun locked me. And now I get to do this run again. This wonderful run. You know what? Yeah, no, actually, this is about equivalent, I think, to Capra Demon's run. Really? I'm all actually... God. Really? Annoying. That is a terrible system. You know what? Let me think. If I had to honestly rate this game, like ignoring my appreciation for the Souls games and their gameplay and whatnot, this is honestly a pretty bad game in terms of design. Like, so... Yeah, the part where... Okay, so... Farming for grass sucks. It is literally the worst part of this game by a massive stretch. This game could be literal 11 out of 10. Jesus is back in the flesh and he is a video game. And I would still give it a 5 out of 10 tops because of farming grasses. Bloodborne? is a 7 out of 10. Because you can at least buy the grasses easily. They're not that... Or you can buy the blood vials easily. They're not that expensive. And... the farming is somewhat painful, but not as painful. Also, Bloodborne's a better game than this one. So it has a higher base to start. Level design... Individual sections are short and sort of sweet to the point kind of deals. So they're not really designed to have shortcuts, I feel like. That shortcut is probably just because nobody's going to want to deal with the dragon forever, so they'll just kill the dragon. And I said, okay, instead of that, we'll just make a shortcut so you don't have to waste 5 minutes or 50 minutes just killing this thing with the shitty bows. But, like... It's just... This is before they sort of perfected the way the game flows. They perfected the way everything runs in terms of how, your runs to bosses, your runs with weapon creation. What? 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 Oh my god. So that's how. It automatically goes down. So that's why you never have to reset it. Why didn't they just have it respawn at the bottom when you load into the area? Why not just do that? I want to take a second to reconfigure my thoughts before I go in. I don't want to have to go in immediately. I suppose that's what the elevator's for and why it's so long, but it really didn't need to be long at all. Now I know. But yeah, just basically this game has a lot of bad balancing issues, bad design choices, world tendency is a terrible idea. The way some items are balanced, the way their crafting works, it is just like a badly designed game in certain points. The only thing that really is decent in here, besides the area, like, themes and design, is the sort of essence of Souls games that was formatted here and gets perfected later on. It's just, this is not a good game. I could say, like, give it a try as someone who knows Souls, but, like, if you were just gonna go, like, oh, I want to play one of these games, I would not pick this game. Also, it's surprisingly short, which is weird. It's still weird to me. Thanks for dodging! Are you serious? Also, the way it controls is bad. Which is, again, part of that they hadn't quite figured out how to do it part. But, God, like... There's so many actions which are basically completely useless. Like, the push animation is basically useless in this game. In Dark Souls, it's useful as a means to shield break. But I don't think it has that property here. Great. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! You know, I'll just do this instead. Oh yeah, also item carry capacity stuff. That shit is the worst. I forgot about that. That's the whole reason I brought up, like, this is a bad game to begin with, because the item weight limit. Equip limit, sure, I get it. You want to wear stronger armor, you gotta pay the price by not being able to move as well. I get it, sure. But you want to have 2 weapons in your inventory? Go fuck yourself. Like, that is a bad design choice. You cannot say that forcing players to limit the amount of things they can carry, and then also, on top of that, making it so that if they aren't able to pick up an item, they can't ever get it again? That is terrible design. I will note, they did fix that in this, because if you can't pick up something, it just gets sent to the stockpile. But in the original game, that didn't exist. Items, if you couldn't pick them up, would just get lost forever. That's it. You don't get to pick up cool, unique weapon, because you were carrying too much grass. Fuck you. It's just... Rose-tinted glasses is what I'm saying. There's a lot of people have rose-tinted glasses for this game. And also Alatria. Alatria is the best. Alatria is the coolest zone in any Souls game ever. Bloodborne wants to be Alatria, but does not manage to succeed. Ow. Ah, I see. He is an AI that directly fucks with you if you try to heal. I see. So, the AI directly will fuck with you if you attempt to heal up in the fight. Which is why your only chances to do so are when he's very far away or directly after he does his soul grab move or something. Because that's probably when you're going to have the most amount of time to actually heal up. What else? Let me think. I had a feeling he was aiming for that timing, but I couldn't be 100% certain. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back real quick. I'm gonna get more arrows and I'm gonna dump off Dragonbone Smasher.
Hello, I'm keeping it close.
And this. Just like 100 should be good. Anything else you need to dump?
You have a heart of gold.
Yeah, whatever. Let me think. If I was going to level up any more, I would probably grab more... I'm not sure. Health seems like the obvious one. I only have 27 vitality. Yeah, come on. God, I hate you. God, I hate you. I also hate you. Okay, it looks like you dropped something. So what'd you drop? New moon grass. Okay, that's less useful. But appreciated, I suppose. Okay, so let's see if I can do better than half his health this time before I die. Okay. Let's go. Again. Oh, thanks for rolling. What was that? Ha! Okay. Weird. I just gotta keep a little bit of distance from him. fuck? It was doing the push! It did the push again! I don't understand what that... What is this even supposed to accomplish? That move is useless. It doesn't break shields. All it does is literally prevent me from attacking him sometimes. Like, if there was a single enemy in the game which had a shield that actually worked on, sure. Also, it doesn't even... There's also no shield break riposte in this game, so it doesn't even do anything. Why did you... Like, I'm serious, that... There's no shields in this game where I can use that to, like, really properly crack them open and get a riposte in like you would in Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, you can use that, and you can basically get, like, a special kind of riposte out, which does a lot of damage and opens them up, and it's really useful. And this, it just makes it so that sometimes when you attack, if you happen to be pushing forward, it does that. I can't even do it properly, but I just don't understand. I don't understand. Ugh. One of these days, I'll die to not just my incompetence at using these controls. Well, no, that's not fair. Because he also stun locks me sometimes when he gets a hit in. Man, I honestly would appreciate the Dark Souls 2 despawning enemies right about now, because then I wouldn't have to deal with those fucking archers every time. Or that thief. Get wrecked. Okay. Okay, that clipped him. Okay, so it looks like a dodge back is the way to go there. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on. Nope. You're a fool! Fool! Gotcha, bitch! Ah. Whew. Yeah, look at that view, huh?
How did you defeat my demonic reflection?
Ah, false king.
How many souls might you have devoured, I wonder? The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
All right. Okay, so what is it? False King's Soul? Oh, don't break that. I needed that floor.
I can forge weapons for you.
Literally, I needed that floor. Okay, so the Demon False King. Ah! Combined with the Soul Brant and the Demon Brant into the Northern Regalia. Okay, I see.
You come back alive.
Yeah, whatever.
I was worried. We are indebted to you.
How you doing, Patches?
No, don't mention it. It's Fine. It's better than having you. I see.
Thank you. Let me buy him one. Our human potential.
Oh, yeah, I had that, didn't I?
I can still be patient.
Okay, let's go talk to the... Hey, what? I forgot about you.
Very well. Thank you.
Oh, is that you? Do you have Umbasa.
Umbasa. Hello, lady.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One calls for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Not dying is probably fine. This is the Nexus anyway.
Old One, I have granted thy wish. A new demon. Come now, be good.
Not yet. We're checking this place out first. It's a desert down here. This is very cool looking. Also, you know what I'm getting vibes of here? I imagine that this is probably pretty similar to what it looked like in the original game. I'm getting vibes of the Ring City. Specifically at the very end of the Ring City when you fight Gale. A vast desert at the end of time. All other souls have burnt to ash, but Gale remains. And then, of course, we have the big old demon daddy over here.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
You already said that, though.
Let us proceed below.
Into the end. Level 75, baby.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here. Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful, and so created the Old One, a poison to the poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
Ew. I wonder, is this... Nope. That's just like the core of the old one, I guess. Ow, I'm actually in pain. Goodbye.
You fool! Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
Soul branch acquired.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber. The Old One and I shall slumber evermore, as it should be. Thou mayst go, be gone to thy world. The Old One, thou mayst go.
And so leaving here is one ending. But at the same time, I know what the future holds.
The Old One senses a new and powerful demon by its side. And before long, the world will be engulfed by the deep fog. Bring more souls.
And so the world is covered by an endless gray fog. No light or dark, no life or death. The only thing that exists is the gray fog, the great stone arch trees, and the stone dragon scales. And that's when Dark Souls comes in, because that's what I like the idea of the continuity. Oh yeah. That is Demon Souls defeated. Alright, let's see. Gonna reiterate my thoughts while we have credits rolling here. Oh, there's that cat I've heard about. So, going through all the zones here. Alatria, by far best zone. I love it. It's great. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Greatest. Best. Love it. Valley of Defilement sucks the most out of any poison swamp they've ever made in a game. It's very telling that they keep toning it down. Stonefang Tunnel and Boletaria are alright. And Shrine of Storms is iffy. Shrine of Storms seems like the... Oh. Oh. So let's see, though, Shrine of Storms is really weird. It's got a weird mix of the level is out to fuck you over, but also, like, weird gimmick bosses. Adjudicator is an absurdly easy fight. You just smack the belly until it falls over, then you smack the bird. Old Hero is... also, it's like a real fight, but it's also a really, really easy fight to just skip as soon as you realize, oh, it's not attacking me unless I attack it first, and it can't see me unless I have the Thief Ring. And then you just get to go, whatever. And then, of course, Storm King is not even a fight. The fight is, can you kill enough of these things before you die, and then Storm King just comes and you kill that. Dragon God, not a real fight. It's not even a real challenge. You just kind of walk around and then that's that. What else? So Dragon King's not a real fight. Armor Spider is like a weird... It's a weird, almost tutorial. It's like a dodging tutorial, but not really. It's also kind of not a real fight. The... Flame Lurker is a real fight, but designed very annoyingly. Because it's designed to... It hits you on everything. It's just so annoying. If you want to fight Flame Lurker, you really want to go for magic. It's just, it's such a annoying fight to actually fight against, because it hits you if you dodges, it hits you if it jumps, it hits you if it... if you dodge it, it hits you. So there's that. Phalanx is like a tutorial fight, that's whatever. Tower Knight's okay, I suppose. It's kind of an annoying fight to do, because you either just fight it and then ignore the archers, or you have to spend time getting the archers and doing... One Reborn is a better version of that fight, I feel like. Penetrator, I guess, is a cool fight. He's like a real fight. He's an actual thing who fights you, even though I did kill him in one run. And, of course, King of Lance, a real fight, even though he is kind of... He's got, like, one really deadly move, and then a couple other moves that are really easy to dodge. Unless his AI bugs out and he starts dashing in the wrong direction. Like, what was up with that? What else? King of Lant, Valley of Defilement's bosses were more easy, but that's also just fair because the levels themselves sucked the hardest. And... is that all of them? Let me think. Stonefang, Boletaria, Valley of Defilement. Like, Garo of Inland isn't even a fight. He's just like, whatever. And then Estrella is just... it's a cutscene boss. I got it. Stonefang. Latria. What are the Latria bosses? Man-Eaters, Fool's Idol, and Yellow Monk. Xanthus King, whatever. Xanthus is obviously a real fight. I like that gimmick. That is a good-ass gimmick. Man-Eaters is a more annoying gargoyles because they have the Bull Rush moves, which are... and then... Fool's Idol seems... Okay, Fool's Idol is another gimmick fight as well. I looked it up afterwards, so it comes back to life if you don't kill that one dude who's hanging out in the upper floor. But it's a weird gimmick fight for the most part. Also, I'm gonna say, the Adjudicator Sword was carrying me through this game. Like, seriously, I understand that 100%. What do I think about the game as a whole, though? As a whole, I would say it is... You know, obviously, this is a game from the PS3. This is their first this is the first Souls game. So, of course, it's going to have rough spots. But there's a lot of bad design choices that went into this regardless. The inventory carry limit, terrible. Farming for grasses, terrible. I understand the idea behind the farming for grasses. The idea is you get better healing as time goes on. So you want to have, like, as much grass as you can, obviously. And then you have a limit on how much grass you carry, because, duh, you don't want them to be able to heal up infinitely like you can in DS2, which negates the challenge in areas in that game. But then, I cannot think of a good reason for the item weight carry limit. There's reasons for that in some games. In some games, there's a carry limit because that counts consumable items. It counts weapons you have equipped and armor you have equipped. So it's all about, like... It's understandable there because it's all about what you carry, and then you actually increase it so you can carry more consumables, blah, blah, blah. But there's no reason to have it count for stuff you're not using, or just when you pick up. And then having it not being sent to the box is just... Like, that is... People complain about some stuff in later Souls games, like the bizarreness of having to get to the secret endings in Dark Souls 3, or having to find the umbilical cords for Bloodborne, or stuff like that, or the DLC for Dark Souls 1, which admittedly is pretty ridiculous. But I think what they were trying... Like, those are just an idea of, like, what? How do you do that? You do what? Oh my god, I never did that. Let's try it right now. I'll go do it right now on my save file. That's the idea they're going for in those kinds of things. In the case of this game, though, it feels like it was forcing that to a certain extent. Of like, I have no idea what this item is. It's gone now because I couldn't pick it up because my inventory carry limit is so low. And then you talk to somebody and go, hey, where'd you get that sword from? Oh, it's on this body over here. And you go, oh shit, that's the item I wasn't able to get. It's gone on my playthrough because I had too much stuff on me. Guess I gotta go through again. That's the worst way you could possibly do it. It's punishing you, needlessly, for trying to use items in the game. The game gives you items to use, and it punishes you for having them along to use them. Also, the stupid shove is just fucking awful. God, it's terrible. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to rag on about this? There he is, Hidetaka Miyazaki. I'm trying to... Not really. So, I really did like the aspects of this game. They're like the world, the design, traveling around to these vastly different zones because it's not all in one contiguous world. It's all in, like, it's a bunch of sharded locations. So you can just go to, like, deep underground, but then also you can go into a creepy gothic horror prison, or you can go to an overrun city. or you can go do a literal gutter. I really appreciate that part of it, and I understand why people like that. And I do like the parts where you can go like, okay, I really want to get the regenerator ring and the regeneration shield from Shrine of Storms. And also I can beat up Adjudicator while I'm there because it's an easy boss fight. And then once I do that, I can head to another location, grab the Thief Ring, and then just clear Shrine of Storms easy. That gives me access to Reaper Farm. I can use Reaper Farm to just make my way through. Once I have Reaper Farm set, I can go to Stonefang Tunnel, beat Stonefang Tunnel up to Flame Lurker, kill Dragon God while you're there, because why not? It's like an extra, 5 minutes? So clear out Stonefang Tunnel, get all the gear, upgraded, Adjudicator Sword, Adjudicator Shield, Regenerator Ring, Cling Ring. You're set for the game after that point. You can go do Alatria, out to whatever level. You can go do... Tower Alatria to whatever level. You can do Valley Defilement if you feel like punching yourself in the dick a couple times. I like that part of it. It's very free form. It's 5 different shards leading off in different directions instead of like a couple, like a weird sort of like you have 2 directions to go and then shards off in 4 directions after you go into Ender Londo in Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2 where you have 4 different bosses to go beat up and then it sort of funnels you right to the end, or Dark Souls 3 where you have kind of like 2 or 3 different ways to go and then it funnels you to the end with the twins and then there's a couple different ways to go. Or Bloodborne, which is actually fairly linear, just has a bunch of different side bosses. Soul, the old one, and a red ice stone. Probably because I picked the option to kill.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Alatria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
So, with that, the souls have come to an end. There is my final character, equipped with the Meat Cleaver, the Lava Bow, Adjudicator Shield, Kite Shield, bunch of arrows, bunch of grass, Barbarian Leggings, Cling Ring, Regenerator Ring. You too can beat Demon Souls at this level. I'm legitimately shocked by how short this game is. Oh, I forgot about you!
I'm still in this my way, but I would be happy.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Best of luck to you.
Oh, it's the Dual Stone! Oh, cool! Neat. All right. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Actually, let's turn this around so I have a better view. that's been Demon Souls. Decent fun, but I'm probably not going to come back to this. I'm going to be real. Like, maybe I'll come back to it on, like, not on stream, obviously, but maybe I'll come back to it, like, at a future time and go, like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 fun little challenge, whatever, for myself. But this game kind of, it's a weird one. It's a very weird game. I do see the parts that they were trying to work on, that they did well, and the lots of parts that they didn't do well, but eventually they did well in later games. And I appreciate that this game exists. I appreciate it's been remade. But I think anyone who thinks it's the best game in the series is crazy and has way too many rose-tinted glasses on and forgets about farming grass or all the bad stuff, like item weight limits. I definitely rate this above DS2, though. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. If this game didn't have farming, above DS2. But DS2 does not have item farming, so therefore, this game ranks below it. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave that. As always, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching me. Shorter stream, I'm aware, but they can't always be 7 or 8 hours. Thank God they can't always be 7 or 8 hours, because there's only so much time I can spend in the day doing one thing. Or sitting here playing a video game. You try doing that, and talking for 8 hours straight. It's not comfortable. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. Don't know what I'm gonna do next week. Actually, wait. Yeah, I was gonna keep Fridays as a flexible day, so I could play whatever I want there and have a full stream dedicated to one game instead of just not playing them because I don't have days dedicated. So Friday will be flex day from now on, and I don't know. I've got other PlayStation games to play. What do I even have? I have Ratchet and Clank. Did Demon Souls. I have Miles Morales if I really wanted to. I got Bug Snacks. Play Bug Snacks. Did Ghost of Tsushima. Did Death Stranding. You know what? Maybe I'll play Shadow of the Colossus at some point. Anyway, that's another time. Tomorrow is Prodigal. Should also be finishing that up, ideally. Should be doing it. Big quotes around should, because it's taking a while. Yeah. And I'll probably do a Dark Souls 1 run through again before Elden Ring comes out, because I am excited for Elden Ring and I want to play some Dark Souls again because it's a good game. So yeah, that's where we're leaving that. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the game with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, morning, lunchtime, dinner, breakfast, burrito, what have you. And, see you next time.